Hey everyone, welcome back to part 3 of Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta Snake Eater Complete Platinum Guide, doing 100% on New Game Extreme and of course doing Foxhound. So a lot to point out, so bear with me as always, text guides there if you need it. So I'm going to put on the splitter uniform and camo, so we've got pretty good camo index in this warehouse. We're going to come over here, we're going to knock out that guy. Of course, always knock out enemies, just headshot him quickly guys. Come around here, grab the desert camo. Yeah, desert face paint there. Come over here, crawl when you come across the middle of this room, because that guy will spot something and you can quickly get a headshot to knock him out as well. Obviously make sure you're close enough so your bullet doesn't drop. Come over to this corner near the steps, bang on these metal drums, it should get the attention of the guy above you. Come back over here and now wait for him to walk down the steps. It's quite tricky getting these guys on the upper floor, but this makes it easier. You get them when they're walking away from you. So get headshots. That's it, then come over here, look up and shoot that Kerotan. Use the M19 for this, make sure it's silenced. There you go, and just shoot this guy one more because otherwise he might wake up before you're done and he can see you on the upper floors. So yeah, just trank him one more time guys, just reset his unconsciousness, I guess you could call it. Right, up here, I'm going to wake this guy up, just melee and kick him a few times. That's it, a few kicks, and then you want to get behind him guys and aim your weapon at him to hold him up. That's it, just as he stands up, aim your weapon, you'll hold him up, you'll get a trophy, and then let go and press R2 to grab him, hold R2 in, that's it, you'll get another trophy when you press L3. Now you want to press L3 because you're going to interrogate him. Now on the 4th dialogue, he'll tell you about the fire support. There it is, 140.22, it's quite difficult to hear, you need subtitles, but yeah, just interrogate him until he talks to fire support and then that dialogue finish. And then keep pressing R2 until the stars appear above his head and then let go. Do not press R2 too much because you'll snap his neck. Just keep pressing R2 when the stars appear, let him go. That's it, go into that room, come outside, yeah, grab the food inside there, come outside and then knock on the wall nearby. You'll get the attention of the final guard above you. Now look here and wait until you see a shadow on that railing above. There it is, just see the shadow. Once you see the shadow, come over here and now do the same again as that previous one, shoot him as he walks away. That's it, that's all the guards. Now our second guard's probably waking up by now, but he shouldn't be able to see you. Right, continue to the top and just get the Gakko. I almost forgot the Gakko. Look here, I just remembered. Yeah, Gakko is on that pipe there. There you go. And then go outside here, back into the wilderness. Yeah, that fire support code, you have to interrogate them and get the code, otherwise you can't use it. Knowing it beforehand doesn't work, you have to interrogate them and get it that way. And you use that a few rooms back, by the way. Yeah, that one is used a few areas back. So we're going to do it when we go back there a bit later on in this video. Now come here, shoot that squirrel, going up the same tree with the corpse hanging from it. Use the thermal goggles, see easier. Yeah, shoot the flying squirrel, catch that food, and then the Gakko is on top of this kind of like broken tree. You might have to move around a bit so you can see it. Yeah, normally coming back around the south, normally hope to see it a bit better. Yeah, you can just see it's quite camouflaged, there it is. Shoot that Gakko, and then get his 2 mushrooms on the tree beside that one. Yeah, we've actually got his mushrooms already, but we want to get them again. Yeah, so you see my food's starting to go rotten now, because it's been a day or so until I've played last. Remember, do not eat the poison dart frog, and do not eat the, I think, fly agarthic mushrooms. We'll see what I called in a second.
Pretty tasty.
Yeah, get these 2 mushrooms. I actually don't remember, let me tell you what they're called. So they're called, yeah, fly agaric. So you want 2 of them, and of course the poison dart frog, we want to keep them for later. Then come to the northwest corner, and you'll find the R noodles. Yes, get them instant noodles in the northwest corner, and then the Kerotan is on that branch above the exits. That's it, shoot the Kerotan guys, and then head out. Yeah, it's the previous room in the warehouse. When we went into that little tiny storeroom, in there, you found the noodles, the mousetrap, and the calorie mate. Right, in here, as soon as you get control, shoot that Gakko on the roof ahead of you, just to the left, and then equip your best camo, and then hug the wall guys, crouch, and then make way to the far southwest corner. You might get spotted here. I did get spotted first time, I had to reload, that's why that Gakko, had already been shot. But yeah, you can crawl if you want to. Normally crouching does a trick, but yeah, you might get spotted. But you can crawl if you want to. But yeah, if you do, just reload. Yeah, so I think I got poisoned then by a snake or something. Oh no, it's from that food I was eating in order to make space for more food. Remember, do not dispose of something. You have to eat every food at least once. Now come around here. Yes, once you crawl through the fence, crouch, grab that suppressor for the M19 and then shoot that frog on the nearby wall between the trees and then crawl through this little crawl space nearby to get to lab exterior inside walls. Now when we first come in here, first going to get the collectibles. So the Gecko is on that lamppost to the north. I think it's to the north. Yeah. The Gecko is on top of that lamppost, and then we're going to come over here to this like small little building, and the Kerotan is in the window. Get the Kerotan, guys, and then just reload your save. Yeah, don't worry if you get spotted. I meant to do that. I get collectibles first and I reload, and now we're going to go through this room properly. We've got the collectibles. So first of all, trank that enemy nearby, that dude there. That's it. Once you knocked him out, quickly crawl beneath his truck. Get the Mark 22 ammo and the M19 ammo inside. Then spin around and go back out the way you crawled in. Now there'll be one more enemy in the northwest corner. We're going to take him out next, so keep crawling so he don't spot you. Then you should be able to get close enough, guys, in order to shoot him where your bullets are not going to drop much. Yeah, I'm just going to let him get a bit closer. There we go. Right, and once you knocked him out, now we're going to go in another crawl space hidden in the grass. Yeah, these crawl spaces are very, very hard to find. That's it. It's going to take you into the lab. So when you come in here, we're going to go left and get another face paint. Yeah, this will be the Oyama. Yeah, grab that face paint. And now we're going to equip the scientist uniform. Yeah, scientist uniform, very important. And the face, you want no paint. So no paint, face, and scientist uniform. Now when you go through here, guards will not recognise you, but scientists, if they look directly at your face, it might trigger an alert. So when you're going past scientists, do not let them see your face. Keep your back to him, but guards is okay. As long as you've got a scientist uniform on and no paint. Right, once you get outside, the Gecko is on this middle window to the left, on the top ledge. So it's going to quickly switch so you can equip the weapons, shoot it for silenced M19 and then switch back to scientist. Once you switch back, kick this mushroom here. Yes, this mushroom is the Spatzer. Keep that for later. And you'll probably get a trophy now as well. Mud scientist. Get muddy when you're in the scientist uniform. If not, just crawl around in the mud. But you should have got it. Right, so what we're going to do now is just going to wait in this corner for the guard to come through the door. Yeah, make sure you have got space for these foods, guys. Yeah, so Spatzer, Flight Agaric, and the Poison Dart Frog. We want to save that for the fight coming up. So I'm just going to wait here for the guard to come through. Yeah, when you switch uniform to shoot your weapon, you need to quickly switch back. So if anybody sees you when you're not in scientist uniform, it'll be an instant alert. Right, wait for him to come through. Nice weapon for a patrol, isn't it? A shotgun, just carrying a shotgun around. Right, so you want to come in here now quickly, equip a uniform, a different outfit, shoot that Kerotan, then go back to scientist. That Kerotan, when I shoot it in the head, sometimes it don't quite work. So shoot it in its belly, just quickly shoot it and switch back. And then come to the stairwell, make way to the top. That's it, past that punk. Yeah, try not to do any silly actions as well. Yes, do not roll or anything like that when somebody's looking, because that can trigger an alert, just because you're doing something out of the ordinary. And then when you come in the toilet, beat up this door. That's it, do 3 combos. Yeah, doors don't hit back. Well, I guess that one did. Yes, and then come in here, behind the toilet, and grab the fly uniform. That's it. Once you got a fly uniform, go back down them stairs we just came up, but now go all the way down to the bottom to get to the basement. Now in the basement, try to stay away from spiders. If you run near one, they might poison you. It's not a big deal if you can. If they do, they can just cure it. I mean, but it might count as a serious injury. So it's just best to stay away from them. Yeah, so we're going to go all the way to the far cell. Now when you punch this Kerotan coming up, make sure nobody sees you doing it. If you're quick, the guard nearby will have his back to you. He'll hear something, but he won't spot you. Yeah, see the spiders on the wall. Yeah, quickly come in here, go into first person and punch it once, that's it. And grab this mouse trap in the corner. Yes, that guy heard something, but because he wasn't looking at you, it didn't trigger an alert. Now come back and go in this last room on the left. The guard should have come out by now. Then once you're inside, make sure the door's closed. Go back to any uniform and shoot this Gecko on the top shelf. There you go. Go back to scientist and then go back up steps. Yeah, it's funny how easy this is when you kind of got a strategy to go through it all. Yeah, that's why I think New Game Plus won't really make much difference when you're using a guide, because a guide kind of makes it easy anyway. Because Metal Gear Solid games are very kind of like strategy based, aren't they? I guess, except for boss fights. Yeah, boss fights are, yeah, they do need a little bit of skill to get through them without too much trouble. But this next one's quite easy, but the end boss fight coming up is a bit of a, yeah, I don't quite like the end. Probably my worst, the end and the pain, probably my worst bosses in the game. Right, so we'll come through this room next, into Lab B1 West. Now we're going to run past that guy, and come this first office on the right, grab the cigarette gas spray. Do not use this any more than what I do, so we're going to need it for a boss later. I just used it twice here. So yes, equip that. And in this next room is going to be a scientist, so follow my lead, and if he spots you, quickly turn your face away. Now, just as you go through this door, at the same time, there'll be a guy just in front. Use cigarette spray to knock him out quickly. Come behind this scientist, don't let him spot you, and knock him out as well with cigarette spray. So we've got 13 left, do not use anymore. Now, punch his Kerotan. Just punch it. Open this locker to find the handkerchief. We do actually use that later one time. Right, now what we want to do, with these two knocked out, we had to knock these two out because they're the Gakko we want to shoot. So, open this door slightly, try to be quiet. Press X near it and you'll open it slowly. That's it, move back a bit and then shoot that Gakko on the far corner. That's it. Go back to scientist. Got that battery near that Gakko and then go down the bottom. Be careful of any other scientists which might look in your direction. There'll be a suppressor in this second to last cubicle on the right. Yeah, keep your face away from scientists which are looking directly at you. Yeah, grab that suppressor there, guys, for the Mark 22. Come this far door. Carry on, and now there'll be a bunch of cutscenes. Yeah, it's about 5 cutscenes here. Well, I'll tell you exactly how many. So I have actually wrote down in my text guide exactly how many cutscenes you're going to experience. Where are we? Oh, it's five cutscenes here. You get the key A automatically. So we can go back now and enter a new area. We can open the door in the warehouse, which was locked. So now, be very careful. You can actually aim your cigarette gas spray just so you can point your face away and strafe. So the scientists, do not get a good look at your face. Remember, keep your back turned, scientists, if you can. That's it. And then in this room, the enemies will be in the same spot as before. So when you come in, face the door you came in that way. Then you have to be back to scientist. Then when you get to the store, you can run and you're okay. Yeah, you know, this might be 6 parts yet. I don't know. I know I've put 7, but we might get it done in 6. We'll just see how it goes. But I didn't expect this video to be a bit longer. If I knew it was going to be 35, I would have probably trimmed or stopped recording a bit earlier. But it doesn't matter. Just got a longer video here, I guess. So we're going to come out the store next. This should take us back outside. So once outside here, go back to your normal uniform, whichever ones has the best camera index. Yep, then we're going to quickly CQC slam this guy. Going to slam him on the floor quickly. That's it, and then do the same to this guy over here. Remember, try to keep behind them. They can see in front to the left and right, but they can see slightly a bit further behind, you know, a 90-degree angle from them. They can see just a little bit further back than directly to the left or to the right. Just keep that in mind. So once you knocked out them 2 enemies, going to crawl beneath this truck again. The ammo should have respawned. Grab the M19 ammo and the Mark 22 ammo again. That's it. And they keep crawling. An enemy might spot something, but it's okay, and go through his crawl space. Yeah, I think when an enemy looks forward, they can see from about 8 o'clock to about 4 o'clock behind him. If you imagine they're looking at 12 o'clock, yeah, from about 8 to 4, that's kind of how their vision works when they're looking forward. So once near, yeah, crawl over to this. Crouch over to it, then crawl through it, then crouch it again. And you should be able to get through it, guys, without any enemies spotting you, providing you've got some good camo on. Keep to the wall. Yeah, so crouch to the fence, crawl beneath it, and then crouch when you get out of it. I mean, crawl if you want to have better camo. Right, when we go into this next room, it's going to be a boss fight. There'll be a cutscene and then a boss. So just before we go in, it's going to equip what we want ready. So the fly agaric, the poison dart frog, and the spatzer foods. So 4 foods, they're ones which poison you, by the way. Yeah, equip them because we're going to be throwing them on the floor shortly. And when you first come in here, there'll be a cutscene. Straight after, you want to save your game. This is very important. Remember, we have to eat every food as well as collect it. You have to collect it and eat it. So straight after the cutscene, save your game. And now we're going to eat every single food. Let's just eat them all, get them all out of the way. Yep, and then we're going to reload, get all the foods back, and then we'll go on with the boss guide. Yeah, if you eat a rotten food, by the way, which you have not eaten before, it still counts as eating that food as normal. Yeah, don't think that because it's rotten it might not count. It does. Yep, I am living proof of that.
Poison.
I've eaten a lot of rotten food. Sometimes when your stamina's low, you will eat anything, even if it's rotten.
That's damn good.
So yeah, just eat everything. Then we're going to reload, and them 4 foods, which you should have already equipped, we're going to be throwing them on the floor. Yep, we're going to throw them on the floor. Wait, I'll tell you what direction.
This is horrible. Delicious.
Yeah, southeast. Going to throw these to the southeast, and we actually climb up on the ledge to the east.
That's damn
Okay, so you might find thermal goggles helpful here because they make it easy to see the boss, and also traps. You watch out for traps on the floor. Very easy to walk into one, or for example to walk into the floor pit and fall to your death, so just be very careful. But when we do actually start shooting the boss, we're just going to stay in one place where the Mark 22 ammo spawns. Yeah, we're just going to stand on the Mark 22 ammo, so as we're shooting him, it will just respawn and we'll collect it automatically. No need to run around trying to get ammo. And the ammo will only respawn when your ammo gets low, and if you're not looking at the place where it spawns. So you have to make sure your camera is not looking at it. Right, so you used all that food. Now we're going to reload our save, so all that food has been eaten. So we don't need to worry about eating it anymore. I mean, we will later, but we know it's saved in the food collection. So, like I say, to the southeast. Yeah, so you want to look down the 4 foods down here. Yeah, to southeast corner. So poison dart frog, 2 flight agarics, and the spatzer. Throw them down here. You'll find out why later. And I'm not going to cure myself yet, because the boss will shoot arrows, and they kind of serious injury you, cause a serious injury. And if you cure it, there's more chance of him triggering another one. But if you've already got a serious injury, it's not going to cause another one. So it helps. So grab that M19 ammo if you need it. Climb up this eastern ledge. Come along here. Now try to shoot this quickly if you can. Use a silenced weapon. Now you want to shoot the rope about there. That normally, the rope's a bit finicky to make them blow up. You have to kind of shoot it in a specific place. But yeah, that one, shoot it about there and it should make it explode. Now stand on this Mark 22 ammo. Now it's going to look for the boss guys. And I'm going to keep shooting him. You can take off your suppressor because you're going to waste it otherwise. I don't think I remembered until further into the fight. So yes, just keep shooting the boss. No need to move around because every time you shoot him, he'll kind of react and jump to somewhere new. He'll try to relocate his hiding spot. That's it. You might want to speed up your camera settings so you can move. You can spin the camera around a bit quicker. And when his health bar darkens, he's about to lob a explosive arrow at you. So just keep doing this, guys, until his health bar darkens. That's it, it's darkened. Now get ready to roll away, because the arrow is going to explode. Yeah, watch out for that pit there. That's it. Once the arrow is exploded, go back to where the ammo spawns and just repeat. So again, start doing this. Look for him, shoot him. Yeah, so I didn't find him quick enough then, and he started lobbing arrows, so I just dodged him and went back. And you keep doing this. Now when his stamina bar gets low enough, he's going to start looking for food. But if you've thrown your own food on the floor, he'll prioritise that. Yeah, he'll always go for food which you've thrown on the floor first. And because we put poison food on the floor, it's actually going to poison him and actually knock down his stamina. So yeah, once he starts looking for food, that's it, just shoot him when you can. Now when you have knocked down his stamina completely, it's a bit wonky how you actually end the fight. I think he has to be on the floor when you shoot him. Yeah, I don't think you can end the fight when he's in a tree. So when he's got no stamina left, yeah, you need to shoot him when he's on the floor. Yeah, so one hit, you can see I am hitting him here, but it's not actually ending the fight. But he will go back down in a minute to get more food, because I lobbed 4 items down there. Yeah, it's always a good idea to lob 4 items, just so when he gets one, or if he gets interrupted, he might avoid one of the foods and go into the next. But if you throw 4 down, that should be okay. You can even throw more down if you've got more, you know, more poisoned food. Like I say, poison dart frog, fly agaric, spatzer, even rotten food will work. Right, so we'll come back, there we go, and there he is, got him. It's a nice, easy one. Yeah, slightly different to how we did him in the original, because obviously you can cheese him a bit by using a fake death pill. But I think that strategy works really well. Now once I get control back, yes, now I'm going to finally cure them. My health did get quite low, so apologies. Yeah, my screen is a bit distorted at the moment. It's got a lot of ketchup on it. But your health will slowly heal up, so don't worry. Right, so I'm going to cure these. And make sure you grab a spider uniform in front of you. Very important. Make sure you grab that spider uniform. Now to cure the arrow wound, if you get shot by an arrow, to cure that you need a knife, styptic and disinfect. A cut, you need to use disinfect, styptic, a bandage and such a kit. And if you get venom poisoning, you need to use serum. Yeah, so make sure you've got that spider uniform. Yeah, again, apologies for the screen, guys. It will clear itself up probably in about 5 minutes time, by the time I heal up a bit more. I'm going to be using the spider uniform now as well. Yeah, by the way, them calorie mates, instant noodles and Russian rations do not go bad. The pain hornet's nest does not go bad either. And anything you've captured alive. So any of them I just mentioned, leave them until last. Like I say, they never go bad. Right, so back in here. So spider uniform drains stamina very quickly, guys. So when you don't need it, unequip it. Otherwise, you're going to have no stamina left. Right, so spider uniform. You want to quickly run over here. Jump over this railing with X. Press circle to drop down, then as you drop, keep spamming X to climb back up and grab the ledge below. Run over to this guy, quickly knock him down. Go back into this room, grab another mousetrap, a calorie mate and noodles. That's it, they've respawned. Now you want to quickly knock out these two enemies below. There's one there, and there should be one here, but it's actually come up to investigate a noise. So I'm just going to jump over this railing, which I wanted to do anyway, because there's a suppressor on top of these crates. And then I knocked him out down there. Now it's one more guard, and he's back on it where he first came in earlier in the guide. I'm just going to wait for him to come around the corner, but I'm going to keep on my spider uniform. Just make sure he don't spot me, gives me better camo. Yeah, like I say, watch your stamina. Drain your stamina really fast, and if your stamina is empty, it will stop working. Yeah, it will stop working if you get 0 stamina. Right, got him. Yeah, like I say, on top of them crates where I dropped onto is a suppressor. Make sure you get that. Now I've knocked out all the enemies, so now I'm going to equip a different uniform, just so I'm not wasting my stamina. And then before you leave this room, you want to go back to spider uniform. Now you need to be really quick here. You can get past these enemies mega quick without doing anything to any of them. So straight away, spider uniform, remember. Yes, you're going to dodge across that fence and over the barrel. You'll be behind that guy who'll notice him, and then run to the end and dive in the water, guys, and just swim to the end exit. And that's it, they didn't spot you. Yeah, when I first came back to this room, doing this guide, you know, I do normally knock out them enemies on my original guide. But I thought I'd try spider uniform. And yes, it allowed me to just roll past them. Maybe that didn't work in the original. I'm not quite sure why I didn't do it. But yeah, so here, there's no enemies now. So just go back to any uniform. Equip the water one if you want to. We'll get the water face paint in a second as well. I'm going to get a bunch of food now as well. So any old food which you think might go rotten, you might want to use it up. Yeah, we're going to get a bunch of fish and a crab. This food we're about to get, earlier in my original guide, we actually got these fish when we first entered this area, when the enemies were here. But you can see our inventory in terms of food is getting pretty full, and if we got it back then, we would have had to discard most of it. So I kind of moved it around in this guide, so now we get it here, which works just as well. Works even better, like I say, because now we kind of got a space for it. You don't have to waste so much food. And of course, using the spider uniform, we've wasted a lot of stamina. So you should come to the end. There'll actually be a camo here which is spawned, the water face paint. I don't know why it spawns at this point in the game. It's just how it works. So yes, grab that water face paint. Yeah, I will show you my records occasionally, guys, just so you can make sure you're up to date. We will have a few hours to spare, by the way, so don't worry if you're a little bit behind me. Yeah, you could probably spare about 90 minutes, probably 60 minutes if you want to be safe. So down here is the crab. You can see the crab with the thermal goggles, but you can't see the fish. So yeah, make sure you've got a water face paint, and then you want to melee the crab. You have to kick him, so do a full combo, so you do the kick, melee the crab, and there'll be 3 different types of fish. You got fish A, fish B, and fish C. Yeah, the crab will be the Kenyan mangrove crab, and the 3 fish, like I say, fish B, fish C, fish A. And you've got marine shark, you've got the arowana, and the big eye trevally. Yeah, so they're the 3 fish you need, and I think I've got them all. So make sure you've got all 3 types of fish, guys, and the crab. Very important. you get extra, that's great. I'm just going to eat a few to refill my stamina. And as we make our way back out, yes, do you remember that fire support code we got earlier? It works in this room. Yeah, it works in this room. I'll just equip the water camo as well. So I've got the full water uniform on pretty much. Yeah, on different difficulties, you're getting fire support codes from different enemies. I think on very easy, you get the fire support codes in the room you use it in, or a room before, for example. But normally on extreme, you get a fire support code, but it's used in a room or two back. So I think it's just so you can't really use them on extreme. But of course, this is a really good point to do it, because we have to come back to this room, get our camo. The one before this was in the past base, I think it was. When you get it there, it's normally a guy outside the radio shed, but that code works in the room previously. So just before you leave, yes, go into your radio, go into tune, and you can see it there, fire support 140.22. That's it, send, call that frequency, guys. That's it, and you'll get that trophy, friendly fire. Yeah, do it before you leave, so it's about to rain down hellfire. That's it, that's that one out of the way. Right, now once you're back in here, make sure you've got the water set on, the water camo. And you can lie down here actually. Now you want to shoot that enemy first, knock him out, wait till he stops, because then he'll be a bit closer. You want to shoot him twice, because you're probably going to hit him in the chest. Shoot him twice, wait for him to knock out, and then shoot that barrel at the back with a Mark 19. Try not to shoot the enemy, and shoot the barrels on the left. And that's killed the other two enemies. But because the barrels killed him, it does not count as a kill. Yeah, keep that in mind. Any explosive kills on enemies from where you shot a barrel will not count as a kill. Right, so took them all out. We're going to climb up here, get some more Mark 22 ammo, so I'm getting a little bit low. There'll be some other ammo in here if you need it. So yeah, Mark 22 ammo there. Right, and then back into the warehouse. So now we're going to go through the door. We can unlock it now. We've got key A, which got from cutscenes earlier back in the labs. So quickly knock this guy down on the floor. If you're worried about that, you can shoot him when he walks around the corner if you want. Just wait the other side of the door, shoot him when he walks past with a headshot, you know, to knock him out, and then go through this door next. So here, I'm not going to pronounce that name at all. So go forward until you trigger a cutscene, a codec call, and here we're going to catch a Suchinko. I think that's how you say it, Suchinko. We're going to catch one of them next. So once you trigger that codec call, now equip your mouse traps. You should have 4. It doesn't matter if you've got a few less, 4 will just make it a bit quicker. So yeah, equip your mouse traps. Then you want to crouch and put everyone down in the same spot. It doesn't matter, you don't have to move them about. Just put them down in the same spot, it's quicker, and crouch. That's it, put down all 4 mouse traps. Then go out and come back in. This shouldn't take you long to do. It took longer on the original, but on this remake, I always get the Suchinko really quick in this area. Maybe it's just, you know, my luck, I don't quite know. Karma for making a guide, I guess. But yes, come over here, and if you've got a Suchinko, you'll get a trophy, so you know when you've caught it. And you can only catch 3 at a time, so what you might need to do is each time you have to kind of go into your inventory, dispose, and then so you can get new ones. And to get the mouse traps, you need to lay down, pick them up, and then put them down again. So each time, lay down, pick them up, and put them down again. So I ain't got enough space, so I'm going to have to go into my food. Make sure if you dispose of a food which you've caught alive, make sure you have eaten it at least once. For example, that coral snake. So I'm just going to dispose. I've eaten the coral snake. I think I ate it just before that previous boss fight, remember? I ate all my food. Right, and there we go, got it. So believe it or not, I just caught a Suchinko. Or sorry, Suchinoko, I think it's called. Yes, remember, you won't catch it. There might be one there, but if you haven't got space, it will just be there floating. So make sure you do kind of dispose of any animals to make space. And like I say, to pick up the mouse traps, you need to lay down on them and then just place them all down again, guys. Go out, come back in, see what you captured. Right, so now what I'm going to do is catch a bird. This one's quite tricky to shoot. If you scare it away, just go out and come back in to respawn it. So just on the start of this grass will be a magpie. There it is, and I scared it away. But that's a bird we want to shoot and capture. Yeah, that will be our bird D, the magpie. So yeah, if you scare it away, guys, go out and come back in to respawn. Yeah, it's quite tricky. Yeah, don't get too close. And I think there she is. Yes, got it. You know if you got it, because if not, when you shoot, if you missed, it'll fly away. Right, so there it is, our bird D. Make sure you got our food. The Kerotan is in that corner above where you came in. Grab that Kerotan. Now, careful, so there might be a snake around it, it might poison you. Shoot down the fruit on that vine. And then the Gecko, follow that vine to the tree where it ends. follow the tree down, and the gecko's near the base. So yeah, shoot that gecko and grab that vegetable. That's the vine melon. And just up this slope, guys, near the first tree on the right is a tiny bird, quite hard to see. So slowly come up this slope, use thermal goggles to make it easier. You see that tiny bird there? Yeah, shoot that bird. That's the red abadavid. So grab that bird, the bird C, red abadavid. So make sure you got a gecko, you got a vine melon, yes, a magpie, the red abadavid, and of course the tsuchinoko. That's it, come out here. Right, almost done for this vid. So in this room, there's a lot of enemies in this area. So go forward first and keep to the left. And when you get to this broken tree, attack that mushroom by the base of the tree on the left, R mushroom B. That's actually the, hold up, R mushroom B. Yeah, that's the Ural luminescent mushroom. So grab that mushroom by the base of the tree, then shoot the Kerotan next on the hill, just beyond it slightly. Shoot the Kerotan, equip thermal goggles, equip the spider uniform, roll across that pit, and once you get across the pit, crawl up this hill and keep to the left of this fallen log. That's it, there should be an enemy on the other side of it. Yeah, there she is. Once you get past the log and the enemy's walking away, stand up and go and lob him on the floor to knock him out. And the gecko is on this tree trunk. There it is, just where it's walking. Yeah, that tree trunk on the right. So that's a gecko. We've got a Kerotan, we've got a gecko, and we've also got that mushroom. Remember, Ural luminescent mushroom. Keep the spider uniform on, come around here, knock out that guy as you reach him. There are some birds which can scare away and he might hear something, but normally by this point he's too far away and he won't actually hear the birds. And then when you come along here, use thermal goggles. Yeah, keep right, guys. Roll across that snare so don't capture you. And you want to make your way to the northeast exit. And just before you go through the northeast exit, change your uniform to the second best camo. Just make sure it's not a spider, because you don't really need it anymore, and of course it drains all your stamina. Yeah, so equip your second best camo now for this area, for this terrain. Yeah, do not go through the northwest exit, because it's going to trigger a boss fight. Do not go through the northwest exit. We're taking the northeast exit first. Yeah, very important, guys.
Disgusting.
Yeah, there'll be a cutscene and then a boss fight, and we do not want to do that yet. We're going to start the next video with this boss fight. It's one of the more annoying bosses in the game. Yeah, the end and the pain. The two worst bosses in the game, pretty much. Some of the final bosses in the game, they actually seem a bit easier on this remake. But the kind of central bosses, you know, like the end, the pain, they're just as bad on the remake as they were on the original. So if you food poisoning, you need to use a antidote to cure that if you do get food poisoning. Right, and then in this area, so there's going to be 2 collectibles, but we're actually going to get them and then reload the safe, because there's loads of enemies here and it's quite tricky to get them without being spotted. So do it this way, get the collectibles and then just reload. So you want to come to this wall to the south, and you see that building to the northwest, that big kind of cabin. You're going to stand in the wall to the south and line yourself up to the left side of the cabin. You see that? The left side of the cabin, the west side. Line yourself up with it, but also stand near the south wall. That's it. You want to equip the SVD next. And then crouch. Now from here, you should be able to see both collectibles. The Kerotan is in that window, but don't shoot it yet. The Kerotan is in that window. And the gecko, I think I'm a bit too far left. I need to go right a bit more. So you see that branch in the middle, near the big tree? There should be a kind of Y-shaped tree at the back of it. I might need to move right a bit more. Yeah, there it is. You see that tree at the back? And yeah, just above it, in between the kind of the arms, you can see the gecko. So you got the gecko over there between that Y-shaped tree at the back. And once you know where they are, quickly shoot the gecko, guys, and then the Kerotan. And there's an enemy in the way. Right, I'm just going to kill him anyway, so I'm going to reload this save. So gecko, Kerotan, got them both. Now I'm just going to reload my save. That's it. So you see on my records, it says 1 human killed, but when I reload, it'll be gone. So if I reload and then go back into my records, yep, see, it's back on 0. And make sure you've got 31 Kerotans and 31 geckos at this point. Come back into previous room, guys, and I'm going to make a save. Yep, ready for the next video. Like I say, when you go through the next room to the northwest, it's going to trigger a boss fight, which we'll do at the start of the next vid. But yeah, that's part 3 done. Part 4 might be a little bit shorter, just to make up for this one being longer, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah, that's my records, guys, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you on part 4 tomorrow.